What's up, everyone? Got a little Buddha bear there. Got some rain today. You know what that means? More shifts. It means we're doing good things, guys. You can feel all this that we're doing here is having a big impact. It's having an effect. We can feel it today. I can feel it today. I know it's having an effect because I'm seeing it in my dreams, seeing it in my vision, and I'm feeling it in my reality now. So we're making big pushes. When we start having conversations and our minds start cooking, all of a sudden the world starts cooking. And it's all based on our conscience. So if our conscience starts thinking, then the world starts changing. So we got more rain. This looks like this whole week we've got on and off rain. But the temperatures stay consistent, and that's really what we want to look at is the temperatures. The temperatures are staying consistent. That means we're staying consistent, and the energies are staying fairly consistent. The rain, like I said, the rain is the new information. It's the stuff, the new information coming in. So yeah, the earth needs the water. We need the water. The animals need the water. So we want to say thank you for the rain coming in today to wash everything, to clean everything, to refresh everything, to enliven everything, and to continue to provide nourishment to all of us. So let's say our thanks today. Thanks for our life. Thanks for waking us up today. Thanks for our health. Thanks for our friends and our family. Thanks for our home and our shelter. Thanks for our food and our water. Thanks for our minds, our bodies, our souls and our spirits and our hearts. Thank you for our health. Thank you for our medicine. Thank you for bringing us closer together. Thank you for leading us in the right direction. Thank you for opening us up. Thank you for continuing to allow things to unfold the way that they're supposed to so that we can continue to unfold the way that we're supposed to. Something I thought about today, guys. We'll say thank you and love you for that. But something else I do is, this is what I've learned to do as a process. So whenever we're going through something in our lives where it's on our minds a lot, it could be a relationship, it could be a personal matter, it could be just something you have to get done, or something that you didn't do, or something that you thought you should have done, or we all have these things that kind of that kind of sit in our head and like give us concern or give us worry or cause us a little bit of stress or make that energy within us kind of turn. You can feel it in our stomachs, you know, when we're feeling those things. What we want to learn is like, there is a plan here at work, and life wants that plan to work out as perfectly as possible. What happens is we throw wrenches in things by trying to do much, to force things by dictating things. And so, and by thinking, like we just said, by us doing these positive conversations and all connecting, we're causing a positive shift. But if this whole conversation was in a negative light, and we were you know, trashing the world and talking negatively, these shifts wouldn't be in a positive light, they'd be in a negative light. And it's the same thing in our personal life. If we're putting ourselves down or thinking negatively about our situation or our circumstances or something that we've done, it's only going to cause your day to be gray and gloomy and hard, and you're going to be tripping over yourself and falling down and saying, why is this happening? Well, it's happening because you're putting the intention out that something's wrong. So there has to be something wrong. So what I say is, when I'm going through these things and something pops up in my head and I say, hey, that's not really serving me to have to worry about that right now. I know life is working on that behind the scenes. So I just need to let that kind of play out and give the reins over to life, and know that by me trying to dictate anything is going to only cause problems and delay things and make things worse. So what the phrases I say is, no anger, no stress, no sadness, no worries, no thoughts, no concerns. No anger, no stress, no sadness, no worries, no thoughts, no concerns. No anger, no stress, no sadness, no worries, no thoughts, no concerns. And I say that to life and let life know, please take these things away from me. I don't want to be worrying about these things right now. And then I say, please continue to allow things to unfold the way that they're supposed to. And I do that in our thanks a lot, but this is how I follow up when I'm asking for help. So I say, so let's say I'm having a rough day and I'm feeling bad about something and I can't get it off my head. I'm going to pause and I'm going to say, please take away any stress, anger, and sadness. And please do not allow any worries, concerns, or negative thoughts. Okay? And we say this a few times over and over again and really get that intention out. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And then please continue to help things unfold the way that they're supposed to. Okay? And when we do that, we're saying, life, hey, I'm stepping back. I'm not going to interfere. And what we want to do is we just want to continue on our positive light. Okay? In the meantime. If there's actions that you can take, let's say it was something in a relationship, instead of sitting back and waiting for life to have that person come back around and fix it, why don't you make it an effort? Okay? Why don't you just reach out and say, hey, I'm sorry about that. Now, by you taking an effort and life's working for you behind the scenes, so to speak, you're working in tandem with life. Okay? This is how it works. And then all of a sudden that person, life's working with that person as well. So all of a sudden they're sitting around, they're getting a thought, hey, this person apologized and you guys should work it out. And then they get a feeling, hey, maybe I should just call this person and reach out, right? This is how it works. If nobody takes an action or a step forward, nothing happens. All right? So, confirmation on that. All right? We have to take an action. I said it takes two sides to have a war. It only takes one side to end it. And what I mean by that is, if one side's not fighting, it's not a war anymore. Okay? If the other side's going to continue to fight, it's just a massacre. It's just a slaughter. But it takes one side to end it, Then there's not a fight. And then it takes the other side to say, hey, I get it, and I'm going to end it as well. And let's just move on. So let's focus on that, guys. I know a lot of us are really working hard on staying positive and doing positive things and being kind and loving, but we're human beings, okay? And we have feelings and emotions, and we go through things. And you always hear about, oh, just let it go, let it go, let it go. Well, what does that mean, let it go? Let it go, like how, right? It's something inside you. It's an emotion. So how we let it go is we let life know that we want to let it go. And we say, please take away these concerns, these worries, these thoughts. Please take away this anger, stress, and sadness, and let things unfold the way that they're supposed to. And all of a sudden, you'll feel your stomach empty out. You'll feel your body empty out and become light again. And you can move forward with your day knowing that you've done everything you can for that process to unfold the best way it's supposed to. So, yeah, something that hit me yesterday. I've been thinking a lot about everything that's going on right now in the world, and everything that's going on in my head, and the messages that I'm trying to send out. And what I'm kind of understanding, what life is letting me know, is that it's about a consistency. Okay? We can all have a few days, a few weeks of feeling like, hey, we got things together, we're figuring it out, this life ain't so hard. And then all of a sudden, because we're not really fully in a place of understanding of the bigger picture a lot of times, is we slip up and we fall back and we forget everything that we learned and we know. And I feel like one of the big things that I'm doing here with this page, and what's going to continue to happen as this page continues to grow in the future of it, is that there's going to be a level of consistency here. Okay? I am just like you. I am a human being. I am your brother, right? And so I'm not a robot. Okay? I am not this thing who just puts a smile on every day and everything's perfect. What I'm showing is that it takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of intention, and a lot of understanding, and a lot of healing. It takes a lot of things. But that's why it's not the easy path. The easy path is, and then you're gone, right? The hard path is the path that we want to take. It's the path of working hard, okay? Putting ourselves outside of our comfort zones to understand what we don't understand, what we're not comfortable knowing and understanding. Why sell ourselves short? Why limit our level of knowledge and information that we have within us? Something that hit me again this morning or last night was, keep talking about this reality and this life as like a movie. And what I'm really, really understanding is that whole movie is already essentially, it's already has its vision created. And that's the vision of that movie, the entirety of it, so to speak, is already created, because time doesn't exist. So wherever that ending is, or where that future is already existing right now. And what happens is within our DNA, as I'm really feeling, is we have, if the reality of our entire destiny and our existence is on a DVD, so to speak, And right now we're on scene 10 out of a million, let's say, because we got a long ways to go. Even though we've come a long way, but this is only scene 10, right? We got a long ways, right? Lots of time. And so what I can see is that even though we're on only scene 10, all those other scenes, they're already just waiting for us to get to them. That's why we have these feelings of like deja vu and stuff. It's like we already know it's coming. Why? It's because it's already in our DNA. We know it. We're already expecting it. We've already, so to speak, lived it and experienced it. Now we're just catching up with it. And so what I think is going to happen in the coming days, weeks, and months, or the next big shifts that we're all going to start feeling, and I'm feeling it now, is that you have the entirety of that movie ingrained within your DNA and in your conscience. And before, it was like we felt like there was just this vast openness of knowledge, and you kind of, where do I go? Which direction is it? And how do I understand really what's real and what's not? Really what it is now is like, it's not so much scattered, and it's like when, I've been going through this a lot. When you go to your DVD scene selection on your DVD and you see how it's all in squares and little pictures and scenes, and you can pick the scene, but it goes in order, right? This is exactly how our reality is. This is what we're living in. So right now we're in a scene. There will be a next scene. You can skip chapters, right? And go to the next scene, the next scene, the next scene. And so what I'm seeing now is, instead of it being so scattered and open and hard to navigate, is now what we're seeing is it's a direct line of a scene of our path, of our movie, of our existence, of our reality, of our destiny. And so this is because we're putting the puzzle pieces together. Now it's not so scattered. So as we keep putting these puzzle pieces together, which they're getting put together very quickly now at this point, and we're almost towards the end of the puzzle. So when you get towards the end of a puzzle, it becomes very easy to put the pieces in because you know where they fit. And as these pieces keep fitting, this movie is going to start playing in your head. You're going to start seeing what's to come, knowing what's to come, feeling what's next to come. And you're only going to be lying to yourself if you try to avoid that, or not listen to yourself, or not believe in it. This is where, when I'm talking about these full moon shifts and these big shifts that are coming in, if you're with it and you're connected, it's like an amazing feeling. It's like you're on this big ride and you just had a big thrill because you're within the experience, experiencing it and feeling it and knowing what's going on. But if you're not, when these shifts come in, you're being crushed. You're being crumbled, and you're falling, and you're in pain, and you're suffering, and you're getting sick because you're not in tune with the changes. Okay? So it's really, really important, guys, that we just need to really, really slow down. We need to stop planning to do so many things, stop scheduling so many things. What you're doing by doing that is you're telling life, I'm not ready to listen to you. I want to keep doing what I want to do. And life says, okay, because you have free will. So go on your trip, go on your vacation, go do what you want to do. You're wasting time. You're wasting time. Great, you got an experience and a memory. You wasted a week of healing, of understanding. Okay, what's the point of having a big celebration right now, and then it's like, what all of us want to do is have a party right now and think that we've won something. Why? Because we woke up today, because life decided to wake us up, so that gives us the right to go out and have a party and think that we've won something. Life woke us up today to keep working, because we are in a mess here, and we need to get out of this mess. Once we get out of the mess, then it's party time every day. Then it's do what you want time every day. Right now, it ain't that time. We're not there yet. We all want to believe that, oh, because I have my time, I'm going to do what I want with it. That's why we all keep dying, and that's why we're all suffering, and why we're all continuing to live in this fucked up, broken system. Stop what you're doing. Shut your mouth. Close your eyes. And say, life, I am ready to work. What would you like me to do? And then listen to what that response is and do it. Stop dictating. Stop dictating. Stop planning. Stop scheduling. Every time you schedule and plan something, you are saying, I don't have time for you, life. I got something to do. I'm busy. selfish you are. Selfish, selfish, selfish. We all need each other to stop. Stop. See how quiet and peaceful it can be when we all stop. All the cars stop, all the phones stop, all the TVs stop, all the voices stop. And then we remember why we're here. To be these magical beings and live a magical existence and create a magical reality with our magical minds and our magical hearts. Does this world that we live in look magical to you? Does it feel magical? We've watched enough movies to know what magic really looks like. Okay? One of the best ones is the Peter Pan. Is this Neverland here? Are we flying around with fairies and pixie dust? Right? No, we're not. We're back in old, cold, dark, dreary, heavy, sad world. Okay? We need to be like Wendy and break out of our comfort zone and say, I'm ready to fly. Show me, Peter Pan. Take me. Okay? Take me to Neverland and show me. Now, when we all can let go of the dreary nightmare and say, I'm ready to fly, we all move into Neverland, and then it's party time. Then it's party time. But we have to get there with our hearts. It's not going to be handed to us. Life is not going to hand us that. We have to earn it. We have to say, we want this. And I'm going to do everything it takes to get it. That's the dream, guys. Okay? That's the dream. It's not what you're going to do in the next 5, 10, 15 years here, as far as your material goals. That's not it. Okay? Our dream is to make it to Neverland. Our dream is for this world to be like it used to be before it was fucking destroyed by the lies and the killing of the truth. Okay? So let's be honest with ourselves. Let's bring back the truth. Let's put back this puzzle, and let's live a magical existence, guys. And I'm excited to do that with you, and I want to do it as quickly as possible. Okay? I don't want to waste any more time. I'm tired of seeing people suffering and hurting and dying. Okay? I really had enough of it, and I hope you have as well. So let's do your part. Let's do our part together to spread the message and get people thinking and feeling, so that we can move on and fly together. All right, guys. Let's have a really good day today. Let's continue our acts of kindness. Let's continue to go above and beyond and out of our way to show love to each other and ourselves. I want you to continue to walk by the mirror, stop, pause, say I love you to yourself. I want you to continue to say your thanks. I want you to continue writing your passages. All right? I've got you guys doing a lot of work now. I hope you guys are doing all these things. If you're doing all these things, all of a sudden you're going to find this is what I'm talking about by doing the work, and all of a sudden your life is going to start changing. You're going to still be able to do all the things you love to do that matter to your heart, but you're going to be on a new page, a new path, so to speak, of intentional, conscious action. Positive, conscious intention, right? So keep doing all those things. Keep saying what you're grateful for. Keep asking for help. Keep reading the readings and learning and letting it absorb within you, so that you can, take it in for what it means for you to understand. Like I said, you might hear me read it, or you might read it today, and it might not come up for you for another day or two or week or month, and all of a sudden, but because you've read it and retained it, all of a sudden it can click with you later on when it needs to, and say, all right, there's where that was hitting for me, and there's a confirmation for me. So let's keep doing all the right things, guys. I love you. Sending you out all my love and energy to you, wrapping you up in a big hug. Mwah. Let's have a good day, guys. Peace.